Hello and welcome to the Tarot with Titania reading of the week for June 6th to the 13th, 2025. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and let's get into the energetic state to co-create this reading. 3 nice deep breaths, please. Pulling our energy into sync across time and space. And with that third exhale, I invite you to imagine a tree root coming down out of the base of your spine, going down deep into Mother Earth and grounding you here and now in this present moment, knowing that this true root is not only anchoring you and allowing you to be fully here now, but it is also providing you with a conduit through which anything that no longer serves can easily pass down into Mother Earth and become compost for your new good growth. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I'm here with all of your children, about to co-create the reading of the week for June 6th to the 13th, 2025. My intention is to be a clear channel for the information we most need to receive right now for our personal and our collective highest and greatest good. I'd like to invite the 4 archangels to come and hold the 4 directions around us, creating a sacred container of light, of love, of wisdom, of healing, of transformation, of peace, of insight. I invite Raphael to hold the east, Michael to hold the south, Gabriel to hold the west, and Uriel to hold the north. Thank you for coming. I'd also like to invite my higher self and the higher selves of all of those listening, as well as an overlighting angel of communication, to be present and facilitate this exchange, ensuring that it happens in the highest and best way possible, and that we cover all that is in our personal and our collective heart and mind at this time to our satisfaction in this window that we have together here today. Anything that doesn't match these frequencies and these intentions is welcome to go now. Okay, my friends, let's get into the reading, shall we? The roses have exploded in the garden, so I brought one in to adorn the altar for today. For those who are interested, it's a David Austin Boscobel. It has a bit of fragrance. Well, it has fragrance, but not as exciting as a Westerland, for instance, or one of those other really fruity, lovely roses. Okay, back to the reading. Creator, what is it that we most need to know for this week of June 6th to the 13th, 2025, for our good and the good of everyone whose life we touch, that we may be at our best, thrive, shine, rise, become who we are here to be, and share the gifts we're meant to share, and stay centered and grounded in this world that is in a state of flux and change. What do we need to know, please, Creator, so that we can stay in our best place and do our best work? Okay. Starting with, as always, the position we call the past, and it's information from our experience that is relevant now and into our future. This card of reevaluation, the 4 of Hearts. So taking time to get really clear about what is important to us. What are we keeping? What are we getting rid of? It is, in the card, we have this woman who's taken herself away from the world. She's in a nice, quiet, sheltered place. Her crown chakra is lit up, so we know she's operating with great intention. And she's opened her box of treasures, and inside of it are all these beautiful things that she loves. And that's what this card is inviting us to look at. What do we love? What is important to us? What brings us to more life? What helps us to be more than we were? So this energy of this reevaluation is important in our present and our future going forward. We need to be continually reevaluating. Are we lined up with our yes? Are we staying on target with those things that bring us to more life? Because that's how we stay on our path. That's how we stay productive and enlivened and joyful and celebrating the experience of this experience. This is important, as I said, going forward. This opportunity, whenever we can, to take a bit of time to just come home to ourselves and say, okay, where am I? Am I on target? Am I missing the target? Where am I at? What's important to me now? What's important about this? So our present card is the card of change. And that is the constant that we are currently living through. We as individuals chose to be here at this time to adjust and adapt to this time of change, to be part of the co-creative element making the new world possible. So this change card, we have snakes, and snakes shed their skin. There's no going back to the way things were. We are changing. The world is changing. The earth is changing. The alignment of the planets is changing. Everything is always in a constant state of change, including ourselves. And by aligning with this and energizing ourselves with this change, we can harness it for the good. And staying on target with what's important to us will help us to move change in the directions that are important to us. We can create powerful change when we know what we want to change. We need that contrast. It's very, very important to us. We need contrast to get clear about where we're going and what we're doing. And that continually happens. It's a refinement process. Life is a continual, ongoing refinement process. We do a little bit, things change and alter, we adjust and adapt, and then we have new distinctions and we adjust and adapt again, and everything around us shifts. Maybe not everything. Maybe it's just in small areas of our lives it changes because things are maybe mostly the way we want them. But this reevaluation process is what enables change to happen in positive ways in service to our good. And the near future, well, our friend, the pruning card, once again, we are continuing to clean it up. That's what's happening. We have new distinctions, energy changes. As a result, there are things we no longer need, and so we move them out. We prune our tree of life. That is no longer necessary or essential in our experience. This keeps us flowing easily and effortlessly without being burdened by too much stuff. Stuff would be that physical, mental, emotional, spiritual gunk that gets in the way of us free-flowing, of us being responsive, not reactive, of our ability to turn and go in the direction we need to go in easily and with grace rather than with resistance and upset and all of those other pieces. In the foundation card for this week, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the earth element, that lovely element of being in a body on this incredible earth with our senses, here to experience the glory of being embodied, tasting, sampling, enjoying what it feels like to be here now. And when I mean here and now, I mean not distracted by the media. I mean here now in your body, being here, listening to my voice, smelling the fragrances that are coming through your open window because it's a beautiful time of year, getting outside, moving your body in nature, taking your shoes and socks off and connecting with the earth or the waters that are around you. That quality of the earth. And here we have the Queen of Pentacles as our why we're having the reading this week. And it's this feminine connection to the earth element. As I said, it's more about flow than it is about structure. This is about intuiting and feeling and being in our bodies and enjoying being in our bodies and reminding others to be there too, inviting others to be there too. It's so easy to be distracted by an unreal world from our real world, our embodied real world. That outer world that we see on our little screens and that is beyond our direct experience, for all we know, could just be a fiction. Could be like that movie, I can't remember what it's called, where that young man grows up on a TV screen and it's a TV show ongoing. For all we know, that's where we are. So what's real for us is what we're experiencing right here, right now in our bodies. And this is important for us right now. It's part of this rising feminine energy, this being here, experiencing, not so much in the head. The head is important, but it needs to be incorporated to the body. We need to be brought all together into one piece. That energy is why we're having the reading this week. This energy of the feminine, of being embodied on the earth, enjoying the planet, enjoying our time here, being intuitive, being in the state of flow, being connected to nature, following our inner voices, following that that information that comes from the inside out, from the heart outwards, being in that state, because that helps us to navigate this time of change. I mean, think about the future you want to live into. Is it the one that you get projected at you on the screen? Or is it something more beautiful that you can tangibly feel and taste and smell and see? And perhaps this idea of going back to those precious moments in our lives and considering those elements that were so good and that we love, and so much so that we treasure them in our hearts, bring those forward so that they inform this change. And then we can prune away the parts that we no longer need, personally and collectively, to create this beautiful world, this earth-bound, because we are spirit in human form. We're here to co-create the human experience. Yeah, I'm sure there's things beyond our humanness when we have that death experience. But what's real and true is while we're animating these bodies, these precious human bodies, we're here to experience this reality and to savor it and to let that inform us so that we have more information for this continual unfolding that we're in the midst and process of. But it's lovely, this idea. Keep coming back to what you love and let that inform everything else. The beautiful future we want to co-create. Who do we see it populated by? What do we see it populated by? How do we feel in it? What does it smell like, taste like, feel like, smell like? Did I say that already? You know what I'm saying. Getting into the energy of what is beautiful to us, what is fulfilling and nourishing, and let that in. And it's not that thing specific thing. I just want to come back to manifesting, right? It's this or something better. We use it as the springboard to get into the vicinity of the energy, because it's the energy that the universe responds to. It's how we're feeling that the universe is responding to, our energetic set point. Paying attention to that. That's what's important. So letting all this good stuff inform the feeling state in our body, getting into that state of gratitude and appreciation and enjoyment, satisfaction, resilience, comfort, whatever words you want to put to it. That's the energy that this is encouraging us to tap into so that we can pull it into the earth realm now in beautiful, refined ways that serve us and the planet and all life on it. So this is a continuing unfolding, but it's kind of a lovely assignment because it's about what do we love? Connecting with the energy of what we love and basking in it and pulling it into the earth element. All that energetic feeling from our past, all that stuff that's in our field, bringing it in here now into the world through us, making it beautiful. Okay, feels like that's our reading for this week. Let's call on our card to grow on to complete it. But being like the Queen of Pentacles, facilitating the good, because she does. She makes others aware of the bounty and the beauty of the earth. Queen of Pentacles might be somebody who throws a really great party or makes a beautiful garden or does some other enterprise or venture that allows others to have a more deeply satisfying human experience of the earth element. And so I'm thinking about that energy. Why are we having that? This reading this week was because of that Queen of Pentacles. It's like, let's facilitate that good experience for ourselves and each other. Okay, so Creator, what do we need to take with us this week? What distinctions would be most helpful for us to hold in our consciousness, our card to grow on, as it were, as we head out into the coming week? Bringing our good Queen of Pentacles energy with us, refining our lives, informing the change by our love. What is our card to grow on, please, to help us make a really good go of it this week? Earth element once again. But this is the hilarious card of possessiveness. It always makes me smile. This naked woman with her pile of jewelry, clutching it to her chest, looking around furtively, hoping nobody's coming to get her stuff. This reminder, it's like that very tenuous dance. That tenuous dance between us and our stuff, not being too attached to the earth element. We're here to experience it, to savor it, to bask in it, to enjoy it. But it's not about clutching it and smothering it and being obsessed by it. We're still called to be the broader, wiser people that we are, not to descend completely into the animal where we have no control and we have no thoughtful mindfulness, where we're just simply hedonistic. That's not what the enjoyment of the earth element is about. It's about doing it from that conscious, deliberate, intentional place. Taking those deep breaths and inviting the broader, wiser part of us to savor this beautiful earthly existence with us. Staying broad, staying spacious, staying wide open rather than tight and fearful and dense and hard, which is what this energy is all about. So we need to really enjoy this life. We're here in the Northern Hemisphere. It's summer, the beginning of summer. It's amazing time. Satisfying, fulfilling, beautiful. There's so much to enjoy. There's so much to allow in to nourish us and inform us in terms of what it is we want to create, the change around, how we want the change to go. So this card is just reminding us, don't be too materialistic about this. Don't be too fixed or three-dimensional about this. It's not about the thing. It's about the energy of the thing. What does it evoke in you? What does it inspire in you? How does it open you to more fulfilling experience and satisfaction and perspective? Because that's where that change is going to come from, not from the actual material thing itself. Savor it, enjoy it, breathe it in, let it be part of you, let it settle in your field and expand you into the direction that you want to go in. But don't worry so much and don't be too attached. And if you notice yourself going into fear about losing something, take that deep breath. Get spacious. That's where it's all at. The spaciousness, the expansive state, the broader, wiser part of us. That's where the wisdom is. It's where the opportunity is, where the inspiration is, where the good times are, where the satisfaction, fulfillment, contentment, everything that we are looking for exists. And if we get hung up on the material, on the fear, on the holding, on the density, we've missed the point. So this is just our card to grow on this week. Don't get too dense. And if you notice yourself getting dense, breathe some space into it. Bring that mind home, because often the mind leads to this fear and leads us to us being dense and fearful. Take the breath, bring the mind back to the body, integrate all aspects of self so that the expansion can happen in good ways. We can go in the direction that we need to go in and create a magnificent change on this planet and keep refining it for our good and the good of all life in our communities, etc. Okay, so density. If it happens this week, breathe and expand it. Don't let yourself get stuck. Alrighty then. With that, I invite you to take a nice deep breath in and close your eyes. And letting that go. And having another deep breath. And enjoying the release. And that gift of the breath of inspiration is always with us. It's always available to us. We can call on it whenever we need it. And brilliantly, we are designed to do it automatically when our conscious self fails to distinguish that we need that oxygen and that energy. Creator, this is your daughter Titania. I'm here with all of your children for this reading of the week of June 6th to the 13th, 2025. We are so grateful for the insights and the distinctions and the wisdom that are shared here every week. And we are grateful for the support and the insight and the wisdom we are receiving that is allowing us to pivot towards our yes, towards our good, towards the broader, wiser part of ourselves, so that we can have more of that energy here in our human form, and that it can inform us in our choices and in our decisions so that we are always moving in the best direction possible for us, for our good, for our happiness, for our health, for our well-being, for our satisfaction, our pleasure, our contentment, our excitement, our expansion. We are grateful for all the love and support and help that we are receiving. And we are grateful for this amazing opportunity to be embodied in this incredible, beautiful human form that is allowing us to engage with each other and with this magnificent earth element, with this amazing season of summer, of beauty, of savoring the good on all levels and all of our senses. We thank you for this opportunity to be here now and to live this good life with all of its blessings. Thank you, Creator. Thank you to the archangels. Thank you to the overlighting deva of Heart's home where I am based, and the overlighting devas of wherever you are, the land that you are standing on. Remember to acknowledge it and love it and appreciate it, because it helps to support you in being the human on the earth that you are. And perhaps I would encourage you to ally with that land, with that space that you call home, or that is your special place. We can ally and respect it and honor it with attention and care, with making it beautiful, with making it clean, with making it suitable for us to thrive in. Because when we thrive, our energy is high, and that nourishes the spaces that we occupy. That beautiful energy of health and happiness is deeply nourishing to the Devic or overlighting intelligence of the places where we live and work and move around. There's life everywhere. And when we start to interact with the world from that place, then things get exciting. So much appreciation to the land where we are, to the waters, to the air, to the fire, to the sun, to the earth, to all those elements that are cooperative in our good. We are grateful and delighted to be dancing this dance with you. This reading is at an end for this week. And so it is. Thank you for being here, for being part of this reading this week. Once again, I appreciate you and your showing up, because as we show up, we change the world. As we show up for ourselves, discover who we are, and share that beauty with the world, we make the world a better place. And so, thank you for you. Now, if you're interested, I am available for personal readings. And, of course, we will see you here next week on Friday. If you'd like a reading, the information is below this video. Much love and light. Until next time. Bye for now.